name is Joe. I am hungry, and you found yourself at the Joe is Hungry channel, conceived, filmed, and produced within the city limits of Fairmount, Georgia. I haven't sat in front of this camera and produced a video in almost 2 weeks. I had some family issues that couldn't be avoided. With that behind me, at least for the time being, it's time to get this fledgling YouTube channel back in action again. As some of you already know, I have a P.O. box for fan mail. I have the address in the description below. And thanks to a subscriber, GDU Hate, I got my first package. So let's go ahead and see what's inside. This is a $25 Arby's gift certificate. GDU Hate, I appreciate it. You didn't really have to do this, but I can tell you, I'll make very good use of this. Before we get into the meat of this video, it's time to clear the backlog of the Joe is Hungry birthday shoutouts. My birthday backlog starts with a belated happy birthday to Amaya on June 14th, another late one for Ezra on June 19th, and a third for Garrett Francisco on June 20th. A happy up-and-coming birthday shout-out to Dorian, Eric John Valledo, many more to come, Cody Crew from Aisha Faye, and we can't forget that special day coming up for Lauren Long. A special Joe is Hungry graduation shout out to Oliver's girlfriend, Adina. It's your time to shine. Congratulations to Jack Murray for beating the odds. A special Joe is Hungry shout out to Senor Angulo. Shout out to my brother Mike. Keep the faith. Get well soon. And last but not least, I'm gonna give a special shout out to one of my favorite YouTube channels, South Georgia Hotshot. He is a vlogger in the true sense of the word. I have a link to his channel in the description below. That out of the way, that backlog cleared, let's get on the Joe is Hungry train and check out Panera's Black Forest ham and Gouda melt sandwich. This latest addition to their sandwich menu is made with Black Forest ham, shocker alert, smoked Gouda cheese, hopefully melted, arugula and country mustard on a hopefully toasted French baguette. Each one of these will hit you with 960 calories. For you Panera number crunchers out there, I have the information on the screen and in the description below. If you must have one of these, Panera will drain your already bleeding wallet to the tune of $10.49. To soften the blow, they do include your choice of one of 3 sides, chips at 150 calories, an apple for 80 calories, or a French baguette at 180 calories. But don't get your hopes up too high, because Panera is not going to give you a drink with this faux combo. And with that being said, is this a good deal? We won't know until later in the video when we do the Joe is Hungry weight test and calculate the actual relative fast food price per ounce. So I guess it's time to bite the bullet and roll the drive-thru at Panera in Cartersville, Georgia.
Hi, welcome to Panera. What can I get for you?
I had the order for Black Forest ham and Gouda melt sandwiches. Name is Joe.
Joe, alright. Was it a drive-thru pickup?
Yes, sir.
Alright, you can just pull up to the window.
Thank you, sir. I've got my Black Forest and ham and Gouda melt, so let's pull off to the side and do the Joe is Hungry temperature test. Black Forest number 1 weighs in at 119.8 degrees Fahrenheit. Black Forest number 2 is 114.9 degrees Fahrenheit. If you watched any of my videos, you know right now that I'm not very happy. I would like to see them a whole lot hotter than that. I really think they can. We really like to see these things up in the neighborhood or above 140 degrees. So Panera, Cartersville, if you're listening, you have failed the Joe is Hungry temperature test. On the heels of that little letdown, it's time to pop the hood, take a closer look, and head back to the studios and do the Joe is Hungry weight test. Black Forest Gouda number 1 weighs in at 14.00 ounces. Black Forest Gouda number 2 weighs in at 13.45 ounces or 382 grams. Now, those weights are pretty close, so hey, Panera, you pass the Joe is Hungry consistency weight test. Now, if you add them all up, do the math, divide them out, we've done that here before, you come up with a high middle of the road 76 cents an ounce. And it's not all that bad of a value, since you either get a free hunk of bread, an apple, or a bag of potato chips. Keeping all that in mind, now it's time to proceed on to the Joe is Hungry big reveal. This is what it looks like, and this is what it's supposed to look like. This is what it looks like, and this is what it's supposed to look like. We've seen what it looks like. We saw how much it was. It wasn't really very hot when they gave it to me. It seemed a little bit pricey, but after the weight test, it's not quite so bad, for Panera anyway. But that only leaves one more test to do, and that would be the Joe is Hungry bite test. So it is bite test, engage. I can tell you right out of the gate, the flavor combinations leave something to be desired. For those of you who may think that the taste was adversely affected by a ride over to the studio in my heated carrying case, I present to you the one and only, the exclusive Joe is Hungry Sneak-a-Doodle Bite. Sneak-a-Doodle Bite number 1. Sneak-a-Doodle Bite number 2. Sneak-a-Doodle Bite number 3. Panera, where's the meat? Less for more. Not the greatest flavor combination. Let's move on with this video. The arugula flavor overpowers the Gouda, which is not a very strong tasting cheese to begin with. The ham is a very good quality and laid out very pretty, but it's sliced very thin and it could have used more. As far as the country mustard goes, I really can't taste it. It all comes back to the arugula. It's the dominant flavor. Some of you may like this, but I'm not one of them. So far as I'm concerned, as in this case, and it usually is with Panera, you're just paying for a name. And in this case, you're getting a little bit less for more. And now it's time to give it a score. And if y'all don't know my scale is 1 to 10, 9 being the best. Anything above 9 is a once-in-a-lifetime experience and almost never achieved. 5 and down is that slippery slope to the pits and depths of food hell. So let's go ahead and give this the number that it truly deserves. Panera, lose the arugula, put some mustard on this thing, maybe even give us a little bit more ham, and you've got a fairly decent sandwich. But today, Panera, 5.9. That is my number. This is my review. Hopefully, I'll see you all again in the next video.